Want to be sure you're getting the most out of your retirement for all the years of your retirement? That's the primary goal of More Living with Jim Brogan and our Dollars and Cents segment, where we provide you with an important financial tip that will help positively impact the quality of your life in retirement. And now here's Jim with this week's Dollars and Cents tip.
And for this week, I want to talk about Social Security benefits. We had on Jim Dudley last week, the Director of Social Security here for the Knoxville market and the surrounding counties. And the question is, when should you begin drawing your Social Security benefits? 66 is full retirement age for most of you if you're getting close to retirement. 62 is when you can start drawing if you're retired and or if your income doesn't exceed about $14,000 a year. So many ask me, Jim, should I draw early or not? And there's many formulas that have looked at that. Of course, if you draw early, you lose about 0.5% per month in that your benefit is reduced, and it ends up being about 6% per year. So if at age 66, if you're eligible for say $2,000 a month in benefit, at age 62 you'd be about $1,500. It's about a 25% reduction in your benefit. But you're drawing that benefit for a full 4 years before you ever get to age 66. So it takes a while to catch up on all that. In other words, if you waited to 66, you'd get a higher amount, but that's 4 years you weren't even drawing. So if you look at the time value of money, in other words, $1,000 today is worth more than $1,000 a year from now, and certainly 4 years from now. If you allow for the time value of money, the break even on that, if you look at the financial formulas, is about in the early 80s. So what that means is if you live well into your 80s, you're better off, if you look at it purely financially, you're better off to wait until you're 66. If you end up passing away before you're 80, you're definitely better off to go ahead and draw early. Of course, the problem with that is none of us know when we're going to die. So, I'm kind of, as I've talked about a lot on this show, we can put these financial models to it. It says, well, if you live well into your 80s, you're better off waiting. Remember, it's not just about the money. It's about how the money's going to serve you in your retirement years. And so think about that a little bit. When is the money really going to serve you the best? When are you going to enjoy that income the most? When you're 64 or when you're 84? I'm a big believer in the bird in hand. I kind of like taking it early, okay? Because you're going to enjoy the money more now when you can enjoy it than when you're in your 80s. However, you do have to make a personal decision on that because, if you have longevity in your genes and you live well into your, even into your 90s, then, financially speaking, it's going to be good to have that higher check when you're 88 years old or 90 or 92 years old. And you do have to think about that. But, we don't know how long life is going to last. And I just believe you're going to enjoy the money more when you're 64 than when you're 84 or 88. I'm a fan of taking it, but you do have to make a personal call. But remember, it's not just about what the financial models say. It's about how's this money going to serve me in my retirement years the best. There are a few ancillary factors we can't control. What happens with Social Security benefits with legislation? Will they grandfather people in that are already taking Social Security benefits? If they raise the Social Security age, for example, or, how will they affect if you're 62 and you kind of haven't started taking yet and they raise the Social Security age for full retirement? How does that affect you if you're not already in the system? How does it affect you if you are in the system? We don't know those things. So until we do, you just got to make an informed and prudent decision that's going to benefit your life the most. So I am kind of a fan of taking it now, but you do have to make a personal decision. Hopefully that just gives you a few things you can kind of think about. So that's our Dollars and Cents segment this week, and we'll have more on that as we learn more from Congress about where Social Security benefits are headed and how they're going to solve the budget shortfall, because this is the first year this year that they're now saying that we are spending out more money from the trust fund than is going into the Social Security Trust Fund. They thought that would be 2017, but because of the economic slowdown, it's going to happen this year. So it is something that's going to have to be addressed.